Jerry Judy, here's the problem I got. Don't be one of these dudes. When you was running around with Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco threw you the ball against the Cincinnati Bengals, and it went right through your hands, and on 4th down, could have put the game away. Did Joe Flacco jump up and down and tell you something? I don't think he did.
Jerry Judy and Shedeur Sanders had an animated and heated conversation when they were looking at the film earlier today, and there's a clear disagreement as Judy is yelling and Shedeur Sanders is just turning away.
You have not balled out this year. You have dropped the rock for every single quarterback. Joe Flacco played so bad he got traded. Dylan Gabriel played bad, he got replaced. Shedeur Sanders is now the quarterback. And after all 3 of these things, and you just had one of the nastiest turnovers, last week? What? Come on, man. You out of pocket. Come on, bro.
Pocket was collapsing. Pressure everywhere. Come on, bro. Sunday's matchup against the 49ers turned sideways fast when cameras caught a heated sideline moment between Jerry Judy and Shedeur Sanders. And yeah, it looked ugly. No way around it. The visuals were rough. A veteran wideout, clearly heated, stepping to a rookie quarterback stuck trying to survive one of the league's messiest situations. Social media went crazy. Browns fans split instantly, timelines on fire, and even G. Bush said he'd seen enough. Let's clear one thing up right now. Sideline blow-ups happen. Tom Brady used to light up his linemen. Peyton Manning barked at Jeff Saturday. Aaron Rodgers turned passive-aggressive frustration into an art form. Competition brings emotion. Pressure brings sparks. Nobody's denying that. But context matters, and in Jerry Judy's case, that context flips the whole story. Judy's sideline outburst wasn't just out of line. It came off straight-up hypocritical, especially when you rewind the tape. Enter Dylan Gabriel, the rookie QB who briefly stepped in and delivered clean, accurate passes. Passes Judy flat out didn't bring in. Film doesn't lie. Routes where Judy slowed up, stopped mid-pattern, and looked checked out. You want to talk chemistry and trust? How about running routes like you actually want the ball? Fast forward to last week against the Raiders. Judy finally hauls in a 40-yard strike from Shedeur Sanders. Huge play, right? Momentum shift incoming, or so it seemed. Instead, he gets stripped, coughs up the ball, and nukes the drive instantly. That's not timing.
Judy, when Dylan Gabriel hit you in the hands with the ball and you dropped the rock, did Dylan Gabriel jump up and down and say, "What are you doing, Jerry Judy?" When it looked like you quit on a few footballs from Dylan Gabriel, which we pointed out.
That's not play calling. That's basic football. And Judy dropped the ball. Literally. 3 quarterbacks, 3 different styles, 3 different experience levels. Joe Flacco, the seasoned vet. Dylan Gabriel, the bumped starter. Shedeur Sanders, the rookie under pressure. And yet the same issue keeps popping up. Same frustration, same stalled offense. The common denominator? Jerry Judy. When you sign a contract that pays you like a #1 receiver, the expectation is simple. You play like one. You're supposed to lift the offense, not drag it down, especially when young quarterbacks are still finding their footing in the league. Instead, Jerry Judy has become a liability, not a solution. A receiver at that pay level should make life easier for his quarterback. Instead, Judy's been doing the opposite, tightening the pocket, shrinking windows, and stacking pressure where it doesn't belong. That's not leadership. That's dead weight.
And Shedeur Sanders hit you with the football for 40 yards. And instead of you getting upfield doing what you need to do, you got stripped that eliminated a drive. After that play, did Shedeur Sanders go on the sidelines and jump up and down and talk about why you didn't catch the ball?
Earlier this season, Judy's press conference told the whole story. Short answers, visible frustration, zero patience with reporters. I did feel better, didn't catch it. Did what I could. G. Bush stepped in and gave him grace. He even suggested Judy might be dealing with something personal, maybe just having a rough day. The benefit of the doubt was real. And what happened next? More drops, more fumbles, more visible frustration aimed everywhere except the mirror. That's the real problem right there. Accountability isn't about yelling louder or showing emotion on the sideline. Real leadership starts with self-awareness. It means owning your mistakes before calling out anyone else. Judy hasn't done that publicly. He hasn't stood in front of cameras and said, "That fumble last week, that's on me." He hasn't said, "I need to secure the ball better. My teammates deserved more." He hasn't addressed the drops that have followed 3 different quarterbacks. Instead of owning his role in the offensive meltdown, he chose a different route. He got in a rookie's face on national television, and that contrast couldn't be louder.
Did you feel better? What did you pick up on watching that last drive?
Just having multiple reps.
When Jeudy dropped that fourth down pass against the Bengals, Joe Flacco didn't explode. He didn't storm the sideline or embarrass his receiver. When Dillon Gabriel's passes slipped right through Judy's hands, the young quarterback didn't blast him publicly either. And when Shedeur Sanders watched that costly fumble wipe out a promising drive last week, he had every right to snap. He didn't. Instead, he reportedly walked up to Jeudy and said, "Don't worry about it. We'll get it back." That's quarterback behavior. That's leadership. They take heat publicly and handle problems privately. That's quarterback 101. But Jeudy chose the opposite lane. He made his frustration loud, public, and pointed it at the one player who's been protecting him all season long.
So until you can consistently catch the ball, do what you need to do, and play like the receiver that you think you are as a number one receiver, you have no room to be jumping up and down and being demonstrative about nothing. Because nobody else has shown you up and been demonstrative about nothing else. And listen,
After the game, Shedeur Sanders addressed the incident with maturity way beyond his years. He talked about chemistry, about trust, about growth taking time, about this not being a microwave situation where everything clicks instantly. He acknowledged the tension, but framed it as part of development. He could have unloaded. He could have listed every drop, every fumble, every missed opportunity. He didn't. He took the high road. Meanwhile, social media went wild. Browns fans rushed to defend Jeudy while attacking Sanders, spinning narratives that don't match reality. Some claimed veterans have the right to check rookies publicly. But leadership isn't about punching down. It's about standing tall. That argument sounds fair in theory, but credibility matters. Justin Jefferson can get in a rookie quarterback's face because he's earned that right. He produces, he dominates, he's elite by every metric. He's held up his end of the deal. Jerry Judy hasn't done that. Not this season, not statistically, not on tape, not in the win column. And trying to act like that guy without the resume just doesn't land. The Browns are already a franchise stuck in chaos, and posturing doesn't fix that. And the criticism doesn't stop with Jeudy. Analysts have torn apart the entire operation. Coaching blunders, special teams disasters. They lost to the Jets because of breakdowns, lost to the Bengals on missed field goals. This past game featured head-scratching decisions, like putting a tight end in on 4th and 1 for a critical snap that ended in a fumble. That's organizational dysfunction at its finest. But let's be clear, dysfunction at the top doesn't excuse individual failure. And Judy's failures aren't random. They're repeated, documented, and costly. That's the part fans can't ignore.
Quote, "This team is not going to be a microwave thing. We're going to have sparks here and there, but it's going to take time to be able to develop that chemistry with everybody, to be on the same page with Jerry. Of course you want to be able to get him the ball, but you got to understand it takes time. I'm more of a trust person, and that's just what it boils down to."
Here's what really twists the knife for Browns fans. Jeudy got paid. He signed a contract that screams WR1 expectations. Meanwhile, Amari Cooper, a proven Pro Bowl receiver, took less money and walked. Cooper would have loved Judy's deal, and Cooper actually produced before being traded. Now fans are watching their most expensive receiver drop passes and point fingers, while Cooper thrives somewhere else. That contrast is loud, and the mental toll on a young quarterback? That cannot be overstated. Shedeur Sanders is already under intense pressure, a high-profile rookie, son of an N.F.L. legend, playing for a team out of playoff contention, behind an inconsistent offensive line, with a coaching staff making questionable calls week after week. The margin for error is already razor thin. The last thing he needs is his top receiver, the supposed safety valve, adding chaos. Trust is the currency between quarterbacks and receivers. It's built through reps, reliability, and showing up when it matters most. And right now, Sanders can't trust Jeudy. Not because of timing, not because of scheme, but because the basics aren't being handled. And here's the real reason this keeps blowing up. Jeudy hasn't proven reliable. When the ball's in the air, Shedeur Sanders has to hesitate. Will he catch it? Will he secure it? Will he finish the play after the catch? That split-second doubt is deadly for offensive rhythm. And that's why G. Bush's frustration hits home, because it's exactly how rational Browns fans feel. They're tired of excuses, tired of watching rookie quarterbacks take heat while veterans underperform, Tired of the same cycle, new quarterback, same mess, blame the young guy, ignore the deeper problems. And the path forward for Judy is actually simple, even if it's uncomfortable. He needs to own it publicly, not with some vague, we all gotta be better corporate line. Say it clearly.
You gotta play as a leader. If you a number one receiver, and you a number one dude, and you supposedly you feel that type way, then you gotta perform that way. And you have not helped out not one of these rookie quarterbacks, and you wasn't helping out Joe.
I dropped key passes. I fumbled when we needed momentum. I haven't played up to my contract. That's accountability. That's leadership. Then back it up. Catch the ball, secure it after the catch, run routes with urgency and precision. Make the plays a number one receiver is paid to make. Let performance shut people up, not sideline theatrics and finger pointing that create more controversy. The Browns have 9 games left. The season's basically cooked, but reputations aren't. Players can still set the tone for next year. Judy has a choice right now. Keep being a distraction, keep being a disappointment, keep being a headline for the wrong reasons, or flip the script, show up, produce, lead with actions instead of emotions. Because right now, G. Bush isn't the only one questioning Jerry Judy's right to call anyone out. Browns fans see it, national analysts see it, and yeah, some teammates are probably thinking it too. When you've dropped passes from 3 different quarterbacks, when you've created turnovers in critical moments, when you've been part of the problem instead of the solution, maybe, just maybe, you earn the right to criticize others only after handling your own responsibilities. The tape doesn't lie, the stats don't lie, and G. Bush definitely isn't lying. Jerry Judy needs to look in the mirror before he looks at Shedeur Sanders sideways again. Accountability isn't a buzzword, it's the foundation of winning football. Until Judy embraces that, he'll stay part of Cleveland's losing formula, no matter who's throwing him the ball. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll catch you on the next one.